प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनीं सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तगद्येशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पथैरहरः पीपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। अथ सप्तदशाध्यायः। श्री भगवानुवाच। So Krishna is taking us through. It is called, this chapter in particular is called Shraddha Traya, three types of Shraddhas. And among them, the Sattvika Guna type of Shraddha, the Rajoguna type of Shraddha, the Tamoguna type of Shraddha expressed and manifest in all our actions, particularly when it comes to spirituality, is highlighted here. So we saw up to 16, we saw that when you do the result of mindfulness, the result of sattvic attitude and sattvic achara in your life gives you mana prasada, saumyatva, acha, maunam atma vinigraha, bhava samshuddhi, acha, and this type of tapa is called, this type of tapa is encouraged. This is what is recommended. If this is the type of tapa that you do, your life is conflict free, manasam. It gives you what is called that kind, it gives you that kind of, that conflict free mind. Mana prasada comes, mana prasada, quietude, saumyatvam, gentle. You are gentle in your responses. There's a lot of compassion in your responses, and you're most of the time you're silent. You're not ready to talk all the time. You want to listen to the other person. Okay, and then there's a lot of atma vinigraha. Atma vinigraha is not just control; it is being centered on yourself. My responses are not reactive; they are responsive, spontaneous, and I am centered on the fact that aham brahmasmi. So I am centered on aham brahmasmi, and this aham brahmasmi expresses itself through all my roles. What is expressed in your roles? Manaprasada, a certain mental quietude. Saumyatvam, a certain gentleness. That's not yapping too much. Silence doesn't mean that you totally don't talk at all. There is a certain sound, there's a certain maunam. There's a lot of self control, self mastery in all your interactions. Okay? Your intentions, your motive have bhava samshuddhi. There is that, we call it purity, but no, it is malice free. An amazing thing, malice free. See, somebody did a wrong turn to you. It happens to all of us. You are very committed, you did your job well, and you developed a lot of fondness for what was being happening, very committed. But at a time when there were certain, and then maybe it has some contractual implication, some kind of contractual implication required the other party to do something for you. Those people change the rules of the game. It's not like this, it is like this. How will mental purity be reflected? It's very important. How is this Atma Bhava Samshuddhi? How will it be reflected? Bhava Samshuddhi will be reflected as you will not curse them, you will not say they are manipulative and things like that. You would possibly say they value commerce more than human relationships. That's all your conclusion. You understand their value system. See, there is a shop which says, whatever you bought from here, next day, or even after a few days, if you don't like them, you can return it to them for full refund. And I understand, I've never been there. I understand that particular in the US, they follow this system very well. I also heard from a dear friend, good friend, that in some companies, they follow it across the globe. Okay? And somebody bought a set of those electronic speakers somewhere in Holland. And he was on the ship, he was in the merchant navy. And by the time the ship moved to Australia, it had developed some fault. So this person unloaded, those speakers at one of the ports in Australia, went to that dealer and said, "This is what I bought. I bought it in Holland. This is what has gone wrong. Can you check it?" Those fellows say, "We don't have time to check it all. You leave it here. We will see what is to be done. We only want your word. We just want your word that you did not damage it." He said, "I give you my word. I did not damage it." They, without a question, took the old speakers and gave him a new set of speakers. I went to a place in Singapore. There are queues. There's a regular queue. There is a queue for wheelchair users. So I was in the regular queue. The gatekeeper calls me and says, "Go get you can go to the other queue. The fee is only 7 Singapore dollars. The other one was about 15 Singapore dollars or something." Then I started moving towards that counter where they sold concessional. He said, "You don't go. Ask your friend to go. You stay here." That means the bhava samshuddhi is so strong that you don't have to go and dance before them and show that I can't walk, I'm a wheelchair user, for you to get a $1 concession. He said, just go to the counter and say that I've got one person with me who is a wheelchair user. They don't ask questions, they give you $7. They give you a ticket for $7. This is called bhava samshuddhi. Bhava samshuddhi is a certain attitude that people don't intend to cheat. I've seen in organizations. I don't want to mention the organization. The organization will give you a book grant. 1,000 rupees a year they give you, and you can buy whatever books of your choice. After you buy those books, you have to bring it to the workplace. They will put a round stamp there and then give you 1,000 rupees. So when I asked them, "Hey, why do you put this round stamp?" I said, "You don't know, sir, these people. They will bring it from the shop, show it to you, and return it to the shop and collect 1,000 from you." So I said, "This is what you think of your officers, is it? He doesn't trust you, and you want to go the extra mile to prove that I don't deserve any trust. You have to give your bill along with the vouchers that you spend." It shows bhava samshuddhi, the 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 drive for earning artha is so strong that you will bend rules. And the organization says, "I know you will bend rules." They don't allow me to. Even if I am honest, they will say, no, no, you are not given proof, so we won't pay you. So it says that is somehow get some receipt or something, show something. These kind of attitude, no, they meant that they are exploitative. They will cheat. They might, they might say something for the 6 months of the contract. Last 6 months they might change. But what's your attitude? Okay. That's all is his business values. That's all is a business ethics he knows. When your organization say pay upfront, only then I will deliver. Okay, the organization will say take delivery, you pay whenever you like. Bhava samshuddhi, because I don't mistrust the customers at all. So bhava samshuddhi can be expressed in anything in your life. And spirituality is very, very important. The teacher says, I will not teach you this now. You don't say the teacher doesn't know. Perhaps he doesn't know. That's why he's avoiding. He said, no, perhaps this is not the right time. He will know when to teach you. So bhava samshuddhi, even personal relationships, is very, very important. We trust each other. On the surface level, we can fight. Kuch bhi ho jaye. But at the deep content level, we don't mistrust. There are certain words we won't say. So bhava samshuddhi is possible only when you have atma vinigraha. They're all interconnected. You will have atma vinigraha. When you have atma vinigraha and bhava samshuddhi, you will not have much to say. Silence. And when you are silent and have bhava samshuddhi, it will reflect in the form of the inner. See, your inner content is mana prasada. Your manifestation is saumyatvam. Saumyatvam is manifestation. Mana prasada is inside. Iti etat uchate is said to be manasam tapa. This is tapa at the mind level. Mind level tapa brings you. Okay. Now we did see what is what you call. So this was at the mind level. We saw physical, we saw vakya, and we saw mind level. Now we go to a slightly changed subject. We said your tapa, the austerities you do, they themselves are three types: satvika, rajasic, and tamas. Even the tapa, your tapa is all three types. All three types of tapa are there. And it is not meant for them to classify and say this is sattvika. If these attitudes come in us, the tapa is to be weeded, tamas is to be weeded out, rajas is to be gradually converted to tamas. It's a reflective. It is all these are meant for manana. Okay, mananam. Okay, 17. श्रद्धया परया तप्तं श्रद्धया परया तप्तं तपस्तत्त्रिविधं नरैः तपस्तत्त्रिविधं नरैः अफलाकाङ्क्षभिर्युक्तैः सात्विकं परिचक्षते सात्विकं परिचक्षते Parichakshate, it is declared as Satvika Japam. What is declared as Satvika Japam? Tat Trividham Tapaha, threefold austerity are there. That which follows these conditions are said to be Satvik Tapas. You can declare it as Satvik Tapas. Okay? Acha. Paraya Shraddhaya. Your austerity is done with great amount of Shraddha. There is no distraction. There is no doubt in your mind that this tapa, this austerity, your concentration is on doing it, not on the results. You take up fasting. You have no other thought that fasting itself is not a sadhana, it's a sadhya. It's a goal by itself. That is Shraddhaya. Why do you fast? What results will you get? I don't care. For me, fasting itself is that itself is a goal. I'll keep Mohan Vrat. For what? Mohan Vrat itself is my goal. So the sadhana and the sadhya, the means and the end merge into one. That becomes Shraddha. That type of Shraddha is called Paraya Shraddhaya Naraihi, by people. Yuktaihi. Yukta means one who is disciplined, one who is a yogi. You are disciplined. You are hooked to the right values. You are spontaneous in your responses. You don't have to hesitate. Should I tell a lie or should I? You are spontaneous in your responses. Okay, then very important. Aphala akangshibihi. The focus is not on results. Understand, it is not that it's the people say, no, so without result, he is expecting results, you do something. I expect results, but my focus is on doing my karma properly. I have great amount of Shraddha, the results will take care of themselves. I don't have to work for a result. My objective is to do this well so that the results will take care of themselves. The results are incidental. They are not the main object. They are not my objective. There are, there are a lot of corporates, and all corporates look for profits, no doubt. That I don't run a corporate, I don't run a company for charitable purposes. I need profits. Profits are results. They are not your goals. What are your goals? You should look at each company's goal. What is it that they want to offer? Is it quality they want to offer? Or do they say we want to make your life better? Whether it is corporates or whether it is governments, whoever they are. What is their objective, not the result? Their objective, do I want to make your life better? When I teach Vedanta, what's my objective? What's my result? To have 200 people online and giving me wawa wawa, garlanding me on my birthdays and calling you Guruji, this Ji, that Ji. They are results, incidental. Even if they don't come, it doesn't matter. But what is the objective? Can I make a difference to your life? Can I make some sense to you? I'm sharing some thoughts with you which is based on Bhagavad Gita. Does it make sense? Does it act as a spark today so that it ignites and it becomes a conflagration that can transform you? Can something like that happen? So that is aphalaka akankshi. I'm not saying that hundreds of people should be impressed. I'm saying I am sharing with you karmasu kaushalam. What my teacher taught me, I am sharing this to you with total shraddha. Why do I want to share with you? Perhaps your life can be different. In what way can your life be different? Dukkha nivaranam. I don't give you the means. The Shastra will give you the means to handle your dukkha. The Shastra will give you the means to handle your fear, bhaya, dukkha, samshaya. Three of the biggest problems in our system. Dukkha, bhaya, samshaya. Replaced by calmness, sharpness, and sharpness, and there's a certain mana prasad. Sharpness, dakshata. It'll empower you. I don't give, Shastras will. So done with, that is aphala akangshipi. This is called sattvika tapa. Why do you do tapas? I do it because it will benefit people. And I do it with great amount of shraddha. Okay, I am disciplined myself and I do with a great amount of shraddha. So he said tapas doesn't mean light a big fire and jump into that or something. You can do daily tapa. Daily tapa. Weekly one tapa can you do? Once a week you say for 1 hour I will have Mauna Vrat. The tapa. And when you say Mauna Vrat, it's true Mauna Vrat, not even looking at WhatsApp and chatting. Mauna Vrat means Mauna Vrat. Silence, the mind, if at all, is focused only on Ishvara. 1 hour, just 1 hour per week. Can you do that? It will give you a, the manaprasada it. Fasting, many of us do. Every Ekadashi I fast. Vaikuntha, there's so many occasions I fast. This vrat, that vrat. So you do vrat in the morning saying afternoon I will have puri halwa. Then there's no point in doing any vrat. My vrat is Not only a sadhana, it's a sadhya by itself. I can remain without, I can remain freeing myself from the grip of this artha and pleasures. I can free myself and live without that. It's a sadhya by itself, not a sadhana. I can see my independence from any of these objects. 1 hour per week I'll have Maunavrat. Twice a month I will fast. Every day I will do dhyanam. All this is tapas. I will do dhyanam for how many? I recommend 4 dhyanas, 12 minutes every day. For that, of course, you have to come to my morning session. I'll tell you how to do the dhyanam. Three sections of 4 minutes each, 12 minutes dhyanam. That's a tapa. Taking it further, I can become angry, but I won't display my anger. I won't display my anger in such a way that it hurts the other person, it hurts me as well. Tapa. So what do? I tell people, look, I'm not in a mood to talk now. Please don't talk to me. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to get hurt myself. Excellent way. People respect you if this is your anger management system. You can also say, I'm not in the right frame of mind to do certain things today. Just leave me alone for some time. I'm sad. When a person says, I'm sad, leave me alone for some time, we should leave him free. These days we have replaced, nagging has come, it becomes for nagging on the social media. What happened? What happened? What happened? He will feel like saying, Kuch nahi hua, hum theek ho gaye by that time. So, it's an intelligent way of managing one's emotions, one's anger, one's disappointment, one's hurt. You can say, you can get hurt. You can say, I'm not going to display it. I'm not going to display it in such a manner that hurts the other person. See, suppressing will hurt you. So I'm not going to display it in a manner which will hurt the other person or will hurt me also. So I'll chant, I'll say, Ishvara, take away all this. Take away this muck from my system. So this is Sattvika Tapas. Now let us look at Rajasic Tapas. How will a Rajasic Tapas? Satkaramana Pujartham Tapodambena Chaivayat Kriyate Tadiha Proktam Rajasam Chalamadhruvam. All verse. Satkaramana Pujartham Tapodambena Chaivayat Kriyate Tadiham Proktam Rajasam Chalamadhruvam. Tat tapaha, that austerity, yet kriyate, which is done for damba, for showing off, pretentious. We would have seen, no? We would have seen it in movies. The villain, the antagonist, we won't call it the villain. The antagonist, the police is coming to arrest him. You've seen in every movie. This is, if you know these scenes, you can make a whole movie in India without any problem. So this antagonist, the policeman, straightforward policeman is coming to arrest the antagonist. Nobody had dared do this in 300, last 100 years. So this young policeman is coming to arrest. And how is this fellow reacting? The damba can be seen just from the body posture. From the body posture, you can see damba. How and you will do namaste? Damba. Damba posture. Okay. Now you are doing damba. You are not doing damba. You are doing pranam. And you are looking at the deity. This is what you are doing. And then how will the sattvika be? Somebody has come. You can sense somebody has come into the room. It's not that you are so absorbed, you have become Ishvara that you don't know anybody else. You sense somebody has come. So you are in doing pranam. What will you do? This is sattvika. Because you are acknowledging the presence of another human. Sit down, I am coming. You don't have to do anything. Just acknowledge. How is Dambavi? Some people have come in. I'm doing like this. These people have come in. I've sensed people have come in now. The chest will swell up, eyes will become closed, and then all kinds of Damba, show off, pretension. How do you do pranayama? Satvika. Damba, Lambi Sans Baro. There'll be oxygen shortage in the area. Lambi Sans Baro. Damba. Then I sit, I go into a trance for hours together. I want to just let loose one mosquito there. We will see the trance. Damba, show off. How will you do puja? Satvika puja. Damba puja. Maheshwara. I may not see how this happen. At the end of the puja, what will you say? I brought sugar from this place. I brought milk from this place. I brought all these roses from this place. Can you imagine? I paid dakshina. Dakshina, the fellow will pay for 20 rupees. I bought. Look at the decoration. I spent whole night decorating. Damba, damba, dambena chaiva. They are nothing other than damba. And what is the purpose? Satkaramana pujartham. What is the result of the puja you want? People should talk about it. Arey, when they do puja, my God, thousands of people come. They come to see your puja. They know they will get some free goodies. They'll get some goodies. On that day, they will even people will come to pick up what you have to offer. Good prasada, good chapad, food. That's what they will offer. So, and then what does he want out of them? He wants the entire town to talk about it. And once in a year, he will do one puja. On that day, you should go and see. Just off the subject, the Britishers, when they started their presence in Bengal, that's how the Britishers started their work. Their first presence, of course, here all the port towns they started. It was in Bengal, after defeating Sirajuddaulah. So Robert Clive and Warren Hastings, they all came and it slowly started the company's influence. Then when it went into under the crown, the district, that fellow was called the Lord or something like that. And what would happen? The Lord will give you title, will confer you with titles in Bengal. Rai Chaudhuri. All these were titles conferred by the crown. And how is the crown will confer? You will have to do something which should impress the crown. So they used to do Durga Puja. Oh, so beautifully done that the crown is so impressed. They will give Rai Chaudhuri title they do and give him 10 villages ka jamindari. It is called Damba Puja. They will say we want to make Pratima and the Pratima's face should look like what? Elizabeth Rani or Queen Victoria Rani or something like that. You have you have pictures of all those lords in a hot country with knee-length coats and things like that. Okay. Satkaramanam. I do this puja so that I am given a title. Okay. Satkaramanam. Proktam iti. It is said here that such a puja is Rajasa puja. Rajasa tapa. And the result is chalam and adruvam. Chalam means temporary. The title is conferred for this year. Next year, your title is gone. License to be renewed. Okay. Chalam. And adruvam, it's not certain at all. You may get it. Another fellow who did better seva, he might get it. So it is an award valid for 1 year or something. Damba, purely driven by Damba, pretentiousness. Verse number 19. What is tamasa tapa? Even tamasa tapa is done. How is it done? Let's see. मूढग्राहेणात् मूढग्राहेणात्मनो यत् मूढग्राहेणात्मनो यत् पीडया क्रियते तपः पीडया क्रियते तपः परस्योत्सादनार्थं वा परस्यो परस्योत्सादनार्थं वा तत्ताम समुदाहृतं तत्तामसमुदाहृतं तत्तपः, that austerity or tapa which is done, yat kriyate which is done by, these are certain, pidaya atmanaha, by torturing your body, sitting on a bed of thorns. Okay, then what else? Piercing your body with spears and needles and things like that. See, if some people follow it with Shraddha, I'm not commenting on that. But this is torturing the body, piercing needles, spears. And I can sit on a bed of nails. No food for so many days, no water for so many days. And some people have they put their tongue, almost swallowing their tongue. All these practices are called Atmana Pida. It is giving torture, torturing your body. Atmana Pida. Moodagrahena, out of erroneous, foolish notions. So it says, you should have titiksha. What is titiksha? Titiksha is sukha dukkha, shitoshna, what is called? Sahishnutvam. Face it. So what happens is, let's say I have a shoulder on this left side, I have a pain. Now, sometimes during the class, the pain comes. So what do I do? At that point of time, maybe I'll gently massage my shoulders as I'm scratching and then continue teaching. Now, suppose I say I must overcome this pain. So what do I induce pain? I say, I've overcome. See, Titiksha, that is called Moodha Grahanam. Moodha Grahanam purely means just for the sake of proving a point, you do things. I can physically do. I can lift 3 kg. You can't even lift half a kg. You're lifting 3 kg. These are purely ahankara based. Okay. Okay. One is Muda Grahina. Another thing is Utsadanartham Parasya. There are certain tamasa tapa which are done with mantras and with spells to hurt others. It is called casting a spell. किसी के ऊपर जादू टोना करना. And in cinemas they have separate mantras for that. There are no such mantras like that. What will say, Allah Kadiranjan, oh, fire will come and one goddess will come and down. All that is cinema thing. But when the puja intention is to hurt the other person or somebody's venture, it is called tamasa puja. So, parasya utsadanartham udahritam is said to be tamasic in nature. So, reflect on our own puja styles. Forget, we are not going to do any tamasa puja at all. What is the tamasa homa you will do? Light a mosquito coil to kill some mosquitoes. That's the only homa you do for, that's the only austerity you do. But otherwise, if you have an inclination to do these pujas and things like that to show off, okay, tell yourself, I am doing it with Shraddha, not to show off. Whether people recognize or not, I will do. When you are doing it for the sake of showing off, remember two things. It is chalam, temporary, and it is uncertain. You may do a great puja, but nobody will appreciate. There's a big show off, man. Don't go there. It'll hurt you even. So if you have an inclination to do Satvika Tamasa Puja, Rajasa Puja, gradually change it to Satvika Puja. And Satvika Puja is Tapa is cultivated. What is it? quiet. You are doing it with great amount of Shraddha. What is the phala you want? That Shraddha itself is the phala you want. You don't want people to crowd you and say you're a Guruji, Swamiji, and things like that. Okay. So this is up to verse number 19. Now let's go further. There are three types of dhanam as well. So we have seen so many things. Three types of puja. We have said three. There are three types of dhanam. Giving dhanam. Dhanam is charity, contribution. Don't use the word charity. Dhanam is contribution. That's a better word. We can all become contributors. Enough of consumption. All the consumption that you have done, what has happened to you? Diabetes, cholesterol, urea, all that is supposed to be outside has gone inside because you have consumed. Now contribute. Don't contribute this. Contribute in such a way that all these are waste matter is washed out of your system. Contribution. As we grow older, we are supposed to contribute. Contribute doesn't mean in cash alone. Contribute by bhava shuddhi. By having good, by having a suddha bhava. May you be blessed. Good for you. Try using the terms good for you. I am happy for you. Bhava shuddhi. Somebody says, this is what is happening. Best wishes. May Ishvara be with you. All this you are doing waste of time. You cut out that dialogue. That itself is bhava shuddhi. Have gentleness in your transactions and have atma vinigraha. Be mastery of oneself. Saumyatvam, gentleness. Maunam, silent. When somebody comes, smile, welcome. Try to cultivate. This is not very difficult. This is not Vedanta. There is good relationship management. Okay. There are three types of giving as well. Verse number 20. Datam datavyamiti yaddanam. Datavyamiti yaddanam. Diyate diyate nupakarine. Diyate nupakarine. Deshe kale cha patre cha. Deshe kale cha patre cha. Tadhanam satvikam smritam. Tadhanam satvikam smritam. Okay. Tadhanam, that contribution. Yat diyate, which is given. Iti, with an attitude. I am fortunate to give. Datavyam. I am fortunate to contribute. If somebody asks you for some money for painting the walls of a temple, will you sponsor Nevedya for today? Will you sponsor flowers today? Don't say, I went all the way to this place to get this roja garland, which is the size of an elephant trunk, all benefit garland. I am fortunate enough to contribute. Dhartavyam. I give it because it is my duty to give. I am fortunate to be able to give. Anupakarine, giving to such people who are perhaps not able to reciprocate. I give you one mala, you give me three malas. That is no fun. I give, the person might not be able to return it in a lifetime. Doesn't matter. It is my contribution. So somebody is well-being. Okay. And it follows three important things. Yeah, taking care of animals. Wonderful thing. It's a great contribution. You feed cows daily. Not just leftovers. If you really have access to an ashram or a goshala nearby, the cows should be fed this. They should be fed particularly. This vilva, that what is it called? Wood apple. There is a fruit. Once a week you give them that. Good. Give it once a week. That banana stalks. Go there personally feed. You don't have to go fight for people for cow slaughter and things like that. Give this, good enough. So, taking care of animals. All animals. All animals. Taking care of them. So, taking care of some animals is keeping them in their enclosures. I want to take care of animals, so you let the monkeys inside my colony. No, that is not upakara, that is apakara. There are some people who say, I have 20 cats in my house. You know what a big nuisance it can be to the neighbors. I love animals, so I have cats, dogs, monkeys. Now why don't you open the windows and all the pigeons will fly out? What upakara here? You're punishing the animals as well. So, seva. One is, this is charity. There are three factors in the charity. Desha. Desha means which place are you giving this? Desha. At the proper place. So you are offering certain things to a poor ashram, which is 45 kilometers from your place. And you say, I have old cupboards, I have this, that boxes and things like that to give. Anyway, you won't use it, nobody will use it. So you want to give it to somebody. And that fellow has to hire a truck and pay 3,000 rupees to carry away junk which can be thrown away. So, Desha, where should you properly deliver it? Where is the place that you want to give? Desha. Then Kala, what time do you want to give? Desha, Kala is a proper time. There is auspicious time for giving charity, contribution as well. Patra, Patra is to the proper person, the deserving one. How do you know the deserving one? You trust your heart. There are organizations there, there are people. There are people willing to take. Okay? Is considered, is smritam, is considered satvikam danam. So you have to remember these things about a danam. One is given as a sense of contribution. I am grateful that I am fortunate that I am able to contribute. Then I don't expect any reciprocation. The word swaha means that I don't expect any. Agni is Agni Namaha, Agni Swaha Idan Namama. I am giving it to enemy. I don't want you to reciprocate. Charity. So give your, it is better call it contribution. So give the danam, which given as a sense of good fortune. I am grateful that I can give. I give it without to such people who cannot reciprocate. I see the place, I see the kala, the situation, and the patra and the person. There are so many contributions you can do to people. You can give so many things. The enumeration. This is called sattvika dhanam. So what is rajasa dhanam? Naturally, rajas should come. Na? Yattu pratyupakarartham. The word itself will reveal its meaning. Yattu pratyupakarartham phalam uddrishya va punaha. Phalam uddrishya va punaha. Diyate cha pariklishtam. Diyate cha pariklishtam. Tadhanam raja samsmritam. Tadhanam raja samsmritam. What dhanam? This is called a rajas dhanam. What is rajas dhanam? Tadhanam yatu cha, which is given pariklishta diyate, given with a lot of reluctance. Somebody comes and says, donation chahiye sir. Betty, you open your bag, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 into 5, 2,500. 1,500. Given with a great amount of reluctance. So here's a beautiful story. Indra came to Karna and said, I want something from you. Yes, tell me what you need. He said, I want to your kavacha and kuntala. Karna smiled and gave it away. He has wound up his security. That was his security for waging the battle that he is going to fight against Arjuna. He gave it away. There is no hesitation in giving away. He didn't think, "Ayyo, my security will go away." He didn't think like that. So Taddanam, Pariklish, very reluctantly given. Keep something for yourself, give the balance. Pariklishte diyate pratyupakarartham. You tell them, you give him only 500 rupees. This fellow cannot even give 5 rupees when he comes. So that fellow you must give 5,000. He will return, in return gift, he will give 50,000. It happens even in wedding. In some people's house, when you go for the wedding reception, they give plenty. They will give higher return gifts. You go to the wedding to bless or return gifts. So, Patyupakarartham Prati upaka. So give them donation. They will reciprocate. They will always reciprocate. Okay. Va punaha udrishya phalam. You are expecting, so I give it to them. They are very influential people. They will help us. Udrishya phalam is considered to be Rajasa contribution. But with great amount of reluctance. If there is any klesha inside you, don't give. Don't give at all. You give a donation, they say in their annual function, they will give me, that shawl and then honor me. Even if they want honor, you tell them, no, I will sit at the back. I don't want honor. I gave it because I am fortunate to contribute. You contribute a stone for the temple, we will put your name on that place. I don't want anything. How much do you want? 1,000 rupees. Here is my 1,000 rupees. I don't want my name written anywhere. If you have a receipt, you can give me that, so that the money is properly deployed. Okay? So don't buy approvals and certificates. There are some organizations where you give a donation of about 10 lakh rupees, they will give you a special award valid for 1 year. You contribute so much, I'll give you this. That is called Rajasa Dhyanam. Let's look at Tamasa Dhanam. Adeshe Kale Yad Dhanam. The word itself is clear to Adesha Kale Yad Dhanam. Apatrebhyakcha Diyate. Apatrebhyascha Diyate. Asatkritama Bhagyatam. Asatkritama Bhagyatam. Tattama Samudahritam Taddamam Yaddiyate Adeshe Kale. Wrong place, wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time. Apatre, to the person who does not deserve it. That doesn't mean it doesn't tell you you are not supposed to stand in judgment on that. But apatre, the person, unworthy people. People who are not worthy of such dhanam. Okay? Asatkritam. And then when you give a dhanam, you should give them with, or we should by honoring them. See, when look at our all these stories, Puranas. The person who comes for receiving a dhanam is seated. His feet are washed. Then they give him dhanam, and the fellow blesses. So it's called, you should honor the person who is receiving your dhanam. So it is asatkritam, that without honoring your giving. Cha avagyatam, and you're giving with contempt. You're giving a left-handed compliment. Disko bhi de. Avagyatam udahritam. This is said to be tamasa dhanam. Yeah, tamasam. Reflect if we have tendency to give with contempt, with reluctance, for the sake of personal honor, we as better don't give. If we are giving it and for the right cause, how do you judge the right cause? You will know the right cause, or you can check with someone. Give the right cause to the right person at the right time, given with a sense of gratitude that I am able to contribute to somebody's welfare, to loka sangraha. If this is done, it is called. If we are able to do that, it refines our life. So we will stop at this point. We are almost coming to the fag end of this. Just a few more verses. Yeah, 28. I think 28. By another 2 sessions, we will wind this up. Before May, June middle, we will wind it up. Thereafter, we will study chapter 18. Chapter 18 will take a little longer, maybe 2-3 months. And once chapter 18 is done, we have, with the blessings of Ishvara, Sri Krishna, Ishvara is Sri Krishna here, Guru Sri Swami Dayananda Saraswati, we would have completed the study of 18 chapters. Whatever is after that, whatever Uddeshya after that, I personally leave it to Ishvara. Whether what we should learn, what we should do next, I leave it to Ishvara. But let's focus on completing. Maybe July, August end, we should be able to complete all the chapters. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषा ब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भया सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति 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 श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय हो स्वामी दयानंद महाराज की जय सब संतों की जय yeah Ragini wanted a question you could message it to me and
All
we
right.
will
Okay.
okay I will answer om namaः shivaya jai shri krishna
Thank you, sir.